When it comes to the business world, getting a meeting on the books is one of the most important steps toward moving your goal forward. But getting that initial foot in the door can sometimes be a challenge. Stu Heinecke is the author of this new book, How to Get a Meeting with Anyone, the Untapped Selling Power of Contact Marketing. And Stu joins me now with some food for thought on the power of meetings. Thank you for being here.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
This is going to be fun. So First off, is this book only for salespeople?
No, and by the way, it's the new edition, so it's been out for a while.
Okay.
And it's been changing people's results all over the world. Crazy things have been happening because people have been getting meetings.
Oh, that's amazing.
And we all need to get meetings, don't we? I mean, we all need to connect with people.
We really do.
Yeah.
And share some examples then of the clever ways that you've seen people get meetings with someone that's really important.
Well, like a really outrageous one?
Please.
Okay, cool.
Let's start there.
All right, let's just start there. So I can't tell you the name of the company or the CEO involved, but if you ever saw the movie Forrest Gump, and you remember that reference to a certain fruit company, that's who we're talking about.
Got it.
All right, so the sales rep he sold a software solution, and he was calling on the fruit company's engineering department. Sounds a little strange, but and they loved his software solution. They said, but okay, so look, next step, you got to talk to purchasing. So purchasing wouldn't talk to him, he discovered, and so he thought, fine, I'll go around you, I'll go to the CEO. Okay, but this CEO was the most famous CEO in the world. Not going to be easy, right? So he tried everything he could think of. He sent faxes and letters and left messages, anything he could, sent notes, anything he could think of. Nothing was working. So one day, this box shows up at the front counter at the fruit company, of course, with holes drilled into the box, air holes, and a handwritten note. Those show up a lot in these campaigns. A handwritten note to the CEO, dear. I can't say his name, but, and he just recounted, I sell the software solution, your engineering department loves it, but purchasing wouldn't talk to me, so I've been trying everything I can think of to reach you, and nothing's been working. So this is my final attempt. And so if you would, open the box carefully, and inside the box is a pigeon.
Stop.
Right? I know that's where you knew it was going, right?
I did not think that was. What's your personal favorite way to get a meeting?
Well, I love to send cartoons. I'm a cartoonist. I'm one of the Wall Street Journal cartoonists.
Fun.
I send cartoons all the time. So I send cartoons. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And what we're seeing here with some props here. I panicked at first. I was like, there's spilled coffee here, but it's not.
Yeah, everybody's been wanting to mop it up today.
Yes.
But well, if you're walking into, let's say you're just stopping by, this would be a salesperson probably would do this, but I'm just stopping by. I thought I'll just see if Kelly has a few minutes to I just want to introduce myself. Obviously you wouldn't, not during a taping anyway, but right. So, but the receptionist will say, do you have a meeting, or do you have an appointment? And of course, no. Well, then they don't see anyone without an appointment. So then if the sales rep says, well, that's fine, but could you leave this for Kelly? Usually that frown turns to a smile, and they're going, wait a minute, let me see if Kelly has a couple minutes to talk to you. So it kind of just turns it around, and that's kind of, it's a nice item of fascination that I think if someone gets it, they're never going to throw it away.
Oh, no, yeah. I'm keeping that for sure.
Yeah.
And I want to touch on this. In our society, we don't always start on the same place, which clearly affects the business world. So what are your thoughts on someone having to overcome certain barriers?
Well, I think, I was thinking about this, and I think one of the great things about, I call it contact marketing in the book, but one of the great things about it is that we get to, when we're reaching out to someone, they don't know anything about us, right? So, and we're interrupting them. So we wanted, and the whole point of contact marketing is to go from that reaction going from, who's this, to, oh my God, who is this? This is amazing, we've got to meet. And what I found is that, in my masterminds, I host masterminds and so forth. I mean, we've got people from all walks of life, certainly all races, and men and women, and everyone's included. It's kind of a cool thing because you just get to do something outrageous and audacious and cause a stir in the person you're trying to reach, and that's pretty cool.
It is.
Yeah.
We have less than a minute. What do you want the takeaway from this book to be? Anyone
can get a meeting with anyone. Isn't that amazing? I mean, my most crazy example is I saw my wife in a magazine, saw her picture, and I just thought, oh my God, I got to meet her. And so I wrote to the magazine. That it turned out she lived in Copenhagen, so I went and met her in Copenhagen, and that changed my life. Meetings can change lives. When Ben met Jerry, that's certainly changed their lives. When Harry met Sally, perhaps, I don't know if it's a movie, Simon and Garfunkel. When we connect with the right people at the right time, magic happens.
It is. Thank you so much for being here, Stu. We really appreciate it.